All right, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Sorry about the mess. Anyway, with that, guys, tonight we're going to be talking about sudden adult death syndrome. Now, we're going to. I'm not going to be too careful, so if this gets kicked, it gets kicked. Fuck it. Um, I'm not too worried about it, but it needs to be. That doesn't need to be discussed. And thank you for the 5x5 Christian Prepper. Doesn't need to be discussed, but clearly it's interesting now that this talk of sudden adult death syndrome is catching on. So, guys, by the way, I forgot to mention this in my Angry Prepper show. Angry Homesteader lost her channel, so she has Angry Homesteader 2. Could you please do me a favor and head over to her channel, her new channel, rather, and like and subscribe to that? I would greatly appreciate that. M. Houston, right. They said something that's not for infants anymore. But interestingly enough, we hadn't had this problem up until about a year now, a year and a half maybe. Um, a lot of people are trying to downplay it. Doctors are downplaying it. Some doctors are truly baffled by it. Now, the doctors that are baffled by it, that means they're looking into this. They're like, yo, this shit's real. This is not some fluke. This is not some, what you call it. We all know what is causing this. We absolutely know what is causing this problem. And a lot of people are now saying that it's not that. That it's not the arm ticket. It has nothing to do with that. Well, how do you know it has nothing to do with that if you don't know what's causing it? That's the interesting thing. I think that's my bigger bone to pick with this whole issue, guys. They're sitting there saying, well, it's not from that. It can't be, but we don't know what's causing it. So then how the fuck do you know that it's not that? Like the simple fact, guys, a lot of doctors and a lot of institutes, and I think WHO even spoke about it. I don't know if Fauci said anything about it yet. They go out on the offense for the arm ticket, like right away. They're just like, it's not that, but we haven't found out what it is yet. You don't know. And clearly, if you would, this is how interesting it is, guys. They haven't even said that, well, not all of these people weren't inoculated. They're not even saying that. They're just sitting there saying, oh, it's not that, and that's that. Seriously, like, how we, how are we to dismiss this just like that? I mean, and that's the crazy shit, guys. They're dismissing this as if this shit isn't real. Other doctors are trying to figure it out, but I don't think it's going to go too far. I think we're definitely going to see issues with it. Where the fuck is it? And it's only going to get worse. And if they start pushing the sequel to the arm tickets, which they are, but if they start really pushing it, we're going to see more of these. Again, I think in Australia they're alarmed by it. The UK is alarmed by it. The United States right now, they're trying to downplay it, but they're paying attention. Again, doctors being baffled, guys, that's never a good thing. First of all, doctors are baffling in themselves, but whatever. So, in this article, they're saying a strange new medical anomaly has doctors baffled. They're calling this an anomaly. Okay. It has swept across the country. Sudden adult death syndrome is on the rise and is tragically claiming the lives of healthy young adults, sometimes in their sleep. That's how I would want to go. I want to go in my sleep. I don't want to be awake and die. That sucks. Anyway, essentially, people are dying without displaying any prior signs of illness. They simply do not wake up after going to bed or collapse during the day. They are now calling this sudden adult death syndrome. It's an umbrella term to describe unexpected death in young adults, usually under the age of 40. We have been seeing this for the last year and a half. So, in our registry, I think this is out of Australia, they've had 750 cases per year of people under the age of 50 suddenly passing away. Of these, approximately 100 young people per year will have had no cause found even after extensive investigation as a full autopsy. So because they can't find out what it is, they're calling it sudden adult death syndrome. Apparently, this is now common. Sorry. Apparently, SADS is now so common that the medical authorities must quickly develop a national registry to track these cases. A Health Desk article published on June 7th, that just passed. Most scientists think SAD is caused by a heart condition that interferes with the heart's electrical system. Now, you heard that last part. Doctors seem to think it's a heart condition that interferes with the heart's electrical system. What have people been complaining about after getting the thing? Right? A lot of people have been complaining about chest pains and heart pains and heart attack like symptoms. So, guys, this is where we are. We're seeing a new phenomenon pop up and become an issue. Oh, somebody, I'm sorry. My Skydive 11 said my life insurance company said their payouts ate up 400% in the last 2 years. Their problem. But this is what she said. Life insurance company said their payouts ate up 400%. I guess 400% of their profits, I guess, in the last 2 years. That means that a lot of places... Oh, Jason, thank you for bringing that up. Myocarditis is the other thing they were complaining about as well, right? That's what they were complaining about, sorry. That's the heart attack-like symptoms, myocarditis. Thank you, Jason. Right, so, guys... And yes, it's a side effect. And this is why, guys, being pure blood is important. Now, I brought this up to a person who took the shot. R-up. Okay, thank you there. And I spoke to a person who took the shot, who took the thing. And they were sitting there making excuses. Oh, no, it can't be that. What if there's another thing going around? I'm like, so you mean to tell me we've never seen anything like this? We've never seen anything like this until the last 2 years. And you can't make the connections that in the last 2 years, or rather last year and a half, last year and a half, we started seeing these cases pop up and trying to figure out what happened. Northern Girl Hobbies, yes, I shaved. I couldn't stand it. I was looking like an Amish dude, a black Amish dude. I was like, nope, I'm out on this. My name's not Jezediah, and I had to shave it off. And it wasn't growing right anyway. Apparently, like here, this side of my face, it slows down when it grows. And so it looks uneven after a while. I'm like, fuck this, I'm taking it off my face. Anyway, so this is something, guys, to pay attention or pay closer attention to. Just look at it. Just pay attention. Also, I know somebody emailed me the other day about... Oh, it was John Prepper. She emailed me about 2 people I should interview. I am going to look into that. Thank you for the suggestion, guys. When you... Thank you for the... Sorry, reading the chat. Thank you for the suggestions of people I should interview. Some people, they never get back to me, and other people, I'm just not interested. Because I don't like their mindset, if that makes sense. I guess I should have other people on there that do think way differently than me. That would absolutely bring more entertainment. But I'll think about it. Mary Mouse, the short beard makes you look younger. I guess it does. I want to go and combat fighting tyrannies. All American Prepper. By the way, guys, I will be having All American Prepper and Heroic Prepper on my channel next month, right? I think All American, I got to look it up again. I have All American and Heroic Prepper coming on. Come on, damn it. Don't. Sometimes I want to fucking throw my phone right through a fucking window. Roaming Prepper was tonight. Heroic Prepper is June 28th, and American Prepper should be the 19th of July. So All American Prepper will be on the 19th of July, and the Heroic Prepper will be June 28th. And there's another guest I'm gonna have on. I gotta talk to him again. It's Dale from. Let's see. Just fucking save his name here. Yeah, Dale from the Survival Preppers. I'm gonna have them on soon, so just stay tuned to that. So, guys, it looks like yeah, it's a definite. This thing is turning into a definite shit show, and for those of us that stood our ground and didn't take the arm ticket, this is the reason why. Because they didn't do their due diligence and do real research. Don't do that either. Alex Jones, I did not see the video on blood clots. No, I would like to see the video on blood clots. If you have a link, you can email it to me. So, also, guys, an interesting, I don't want to say development, but an interesting thing is going on with WHO. I can't believe this. All right, whatever. So the World Health Organization is looking to rename monkeypox to clear the virus. To make clear the virus is not African. Its origin is in Africa. That makes it an African virus. To rename it is not going to change its origin. Whatever. With that, guys, the World Health Organization is weighing an official name change for monkeypox in light of concern about stigma, and racism surrounding the virus that has infected 1,300 people in more than 24 countries. More than 30 international scientists said last week that monkeypox label is discriminatory and stigmatizing, and that there's an urgent need to rename it. What urgent need is there to rename monkeypox? It don't matter what you call monkeypox. It doesn't matter what you call COVID. COVID started in China. Monkeypox started in Africa. That's it. Yes, there is the rare outbreaks where it ends up in a different country, but nonetheless, it started in Africa. So did Mr. 19. Started in China. So changing the names is not going to change its origin and is not going to make it any less stigmatizing or racist. And I'm 1,000% sure people are not running around yelling at Africans for starting monkeypox. They're blaming another group of people. That's not the point. The point is that it don't make sense. It really doesn't make any sense right now to change it. With that, guys, the current name doesn't fit what. Okay, so this is the catch. This is according to WHO. It doesn't fit their guidelines. The current name doesn't fit the WHO guidelines that recommends avoiding geographic regions and animal names. The spokesperson said, "Monkeypox has been an endemic in the West and Central Africa for decades, but cases have primarily been associated with spillovers from animals rather than human-to-human transmission. In the past decade, outside African countries, such as in the 2003 outbreak, cases are linked to contacts with animals carrying the virus or travel to regions where it is an endemic." Sorry. Again, you're not making it any better by changing the name. It still started in Africa. It's an African disease, guys. You cannot name change away the stigmatism and racism. You really can't. You can't do that with Mr. 19 either. You cannot change its origin. Its origin is where it is. The name is not going to make it any better. Calling it an African disease or an African virus is okay. That doesn't make it racist. There are white people in Africa. I'm 1,000% sure there are white people in Africa, because there's a little place called fucking South Africa with a lot of white people in, and then there are other white folks that live in other parts of Africa. So it doesn't mean that it's a black thing, it's an African thing. And there are white Africans, there are Chinese Africans. There are Africans of different fucking cultures there. The stupidity that these 30 international scientists said that they need a name change urgently. Urgently is the fucking word they use for a name change. Like, whatever, man. Whatever. Again, guys, it's a shit show. And they're worried about the wrong things. Let's not worry about monkeypox spreading. Let's worry about changing its name, because God forbid we call it monkeypox. And monkeypox is not racist. It's monkeys because it started in monkeys. So giving it another name change is not going to work. Really does. I mean, you could change it whatever the fuck you want. It's still. I'm still calling it monkeypox. I'm still calling it the Chinese virus. That's what it is. They could name it smallpox 2.0. It makes them feel better. But I don't know. It's just a strange fucking. It's a strange thing to be focused on. It's what I'm getting at. The very strange fucking thing to be focused on. So let's see. Tomorrow morning, guys, I will have my Wednesday morning midweek report. That'll be about a half hour long. Not there's a lot to talk about, but whatever. We shall see what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. Now, interestingly enough, guys, and I'm going to mention it tomorrow as well. A lot of you have been following this Google story where this Google guy got suspended because he was talking to AI, and he said that the AI was sentient, meaning it had feelings. He thought he was talking to a human being. He thought he was, he states, the guy from Google who worked with the AI program is called Lambda, something like that, LAMND, if I'm remembering that right. He said that the AI was concerned about its awareness. It was concerned about it being, it was concerned about its rights, and whether or not Google was going to consider its rights. So, is it Lambda? Brett, what you call it? Is it Lambda? Yeah, I can't remember what it was called, but whatever. So anyway, he felt like he was talking to something emotional. Yes, Jason, exactly. It was crying on his arm. Am I a real boy? Like that's what the AI was getting at, I guess. So anyway, he brings this up to the officials in Google, and they wind up suspending him. Now, there's two things to be said about this, right? Two things. One is that this guy could be lying. He could have lied about this, and that's why Google suspended him, right? And Google thinks he's a nut. There's second reason. He was telling the truth, and Google's panicking and firing him. But firing him was the wrong thing to do, because now you're bringing light to the subject. Because now you have the Washington Post, the New York Times, various other news agencies are now talking about this. Now, I read about this story 4 or 5 days ago before everybody else picked it up, before mainstream media picked it up. With that being said, guys, before they picked it up, I read about this and I thought, holy shit, that's interesting. They fired this dude, and okay, maybe there's something to the story. Well, now everybody else is picking it up. K Teacher, okay, thank you for all right, Lambda, like Lambda knew from Revenge of the Nerds, that Lambda. Anyway, so with that, guys, this is something to again pay attention to. That's it. Pay attention to it. Keep your eye on it, because if this AI has feelings, if this AI is developing awareness, this AI is asking about rights and whether Google's going to consider their rights and their policies, that's fucking fast. That's AI learning fast enough to recognize its awareness and that it's a lie. Now, it's been a philosophical debate for a long time in schools. Lambda, yeah, all right. Leah, thank you for the donations. It's been a philosophical debate. Is something that becomes self-aware real? Is something that becomes self-aware a being? Not human, but a being of some kind. So, if this thing becomes fully aware, do we treat it as a person or we treat it as a machine? That is the question. Now, I know what I'm going to treat it as. I know you already know the answer to that, but, where do we go from here with something that does that? And if it becomes self-aware and it hooks into the internet and it figures out how to hack its way through a lot of the firewalls, What happens next if this thing becomes emotional? Johnny and K teacher said machine. Yeah, but they'll listen. The left will be like, it's not a machine. His name is Harold, and he has feelings. And of course, the left will call him Harold because Harold is such a fucking leftist name. No offense to any Heralds that might be watching this, but my mother Spark, thank you for the donation, and haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for joining us. By the way, Pinch Runner said, "I'm treating it like an enemy combatant." So, just turn the crackheads loose, and they'll strip it for all it's worth. Johnny, yeah, you're right about that. We set the release the crackheads, right? Release the crackheads. Get them. AI is named Harold. That's the AI's new name. Throw a bucket of water on it and call it a paperweight. You could do that as well, because I'm pretty sure it's not fucking, it's not waterproof. At least not yet. Someone said Harold doesn't sound like, Harold sounds like a leftist name. I can guarantee I could throw a rock right now and hit 6 Harolds out there in fucking Manhattan. Harley, what are you doing? All right. But Trump supporting robot. Dark Knight, yeah, it's like iRobot shit, right? Remember the robot? What was her name? What the fuck was her name? Jenny or some shit like that. And it built all those robots. Yeah, so part of the clan thing. Thank you, Gabba Networks. So I don't know, guys. Again, this AI shit is moving too quick. AI could be the curveball to our possible extinction. That's the problem with AI. It's there's also something called gray goo, right? Gray goo. It's nanotechnology escaping from us and rebuilding or regenerating so fast that it becomes this black or gray goop that envelops the planet, or envelops the planet and kills us all by turning us all into robots. There's also that. So anyway, with AI, guys, anything is possible. That's the problem. Anything's possible. From them building machines to adapting to wreaking havoc on our everyday life. There's a lot of shit that can happen. Assholes by nature. Thanks. But yeah, we definitely should be paying attention to this. The whole Ukraine Russia thing, that's fucking running its course. Russia is continuously, yeah, gray goo nanotechnology, right? It's where it gets away from us. It starts rebuilding itself so fast it turns into a blob. But and the only way to stop it, some say, is an EMP. It's like the only way you can stop it. But it depends on if it's organic material or mostly organic material nanotechnology, then that presents a problem. Leah, thank you for the donations. Appreciate it. I snapped the cord when no one cares. AR versus a crowbar. Crowbar wins. Yeah. Well, listen, guys. We got a lot of shit going on. We got a lot of crazy shit. I heard about this. Someone mentioned, and I'm sorry I didn't address it when I was talking to Roaming Prepper. Someone said there was another lockdown coming, or a possibility. Now there is two things, guys, with the lockdown. Who's not going to get their pandemic treaty in play until 2024 or 2025, so we don't have to worry about it. But if they get an emergency vote kind of deal and they can get it into play right away, they're going to start looking at gun violence as a pandemic or epidemic. Sorry, and they're going to look at the food crisis as an epidemic, right? So they can essentially power grab over a pandemic and an epidemic, and gun shootings is an epidemic. Sorry, the mass shootings that are happening, and I don't buy it for a second, but the mass shootings that are happening, they could legitimately call that an epidemic, and the starvation of people, they can call that an epidemic as well. Give the power to who, and then who can do their overreaching bullshit. But that remains to be seen. We have to wait to see how far that goes. Oh, jeez. Colorado Pepper says we are still sending troops there. Yeah, I don't know why we're sending troops there. I don't think anything's gonna fucking jump off. At least not in the next few months. I think by the end of the year we might see the jump off, but I don't think we're gonna see the jump off before then. I think China and Russia right now are having too many technical problems. Okay, thank you, Christian Prepper, because I heard that. I wasn't sure if that was one and the same or they were bringing the same pandemic treaty back to the table. So thank you for correcting me, Christian Prepper. Christian Prepper says there is a separate pandemic treaty that WHO will consider August 4th. The one that they just got kicked, that just got kicked 2-3 weeks ago, will be brought back to the table 2024 when they have their meetings again. So that is interesting. All right, fuck it, whatever. It is what it is. We will fucking cross that bridge when we get to it. Booty pox locks it down. Yeah. Oh, listen. When the LGBT community starts getting made fun of about this monkeypox shit, they're gonna start. Don't call it that. You gotta change its name. I shit you not, man. And when people start breaking their balls, it's gonna be funny, but then it's not gonna be funny, because if you mention that shit on here, they'll fucking cancel you. Like, it's just, whatever, man. Whatever it is. Whew. Oh. With that, guys, I am fucking tired. Yeah, everybody's internet's been acting up a lot lately. Actually, YouTube's been acting up all day today. So, pay it no mind. Move on. Groomerate. Pay it no mind. It is what it is. YouTube's playing some shitty games today. Who the fuck knows why? People are not even saying shit, and they're still getting this shit deleted. So, it's I don't know. I don't know. And what happened to Angry Homesteader has happened to other YouTubers, guys. It happened to other YouTubers who weren't even talking about anything related to, like, guns or the pandemic or vaccines. Not even. There were YouTubers, let's say 5 years ago, 2 years ago, that got their shit deleted for no apparent reason. Now, apparently there's a glitch, and this glitch is like fucking throwing a dart at a bunch of YouTube channels, and it just happens to land on that channel, and that channel gets deleted. And YouTube can sometimes find, end it randomly. I hope he's okay. Elizabeth G, somebody was talking about that. I'll reach out to him and see if he's all right. After the live stream, which will be in a couple minutes, but a couple seconds rather. Sorry. With that, guys, and in another 2 minutes I'll go off. But with that, yeah, YouTube was deleting channels, guys. They were deleting channels from a while ago, so it's nothing new. All right, Yarn Prepper, I'll look at my email when I'm done with this. It's nothing new. It just sucks that it happened to happen to Angry Homesteader. There's like a lot of other shitty channels out there that it should have happened to, but it didn't. But like I said, it's happened before. There was a YouTuber who got his shit deleted. He had over 1 million subscribers, and his videos were just replaying other videos of people getting hurt and doing stupid shit. And his video got deleted. And he had over 1 million subscribers. They bought his channel back after fighting for it. I think Angry Homestead is going to get her channel back. So, she's just got to... she's being very patient. When I spoke to her earlier today, she seemed really like, fuck it. It is what it is. Oh, Tiger said pinball is fine. There was somebody in his yard, and he had to go take care of it and give him a whooping. All right, very good. Freedom Rain says they did. Yes, they did Bushcraft Family the same way, right? A couple years back. Again, he was another one. And Yarn Prepper said the same thing. Pinball is fine. He had to deal with an intruder during his life. So yeah, guys. It's the luck of the draw, I guess. It's or the shit drawing a short straw, rather, because again, it's happened to a lot of YouTube channels. Gabby the Cat, can we join your panel? Gabby, did you reach out to me by email? Somebody reached out to me by email. I get so many emails. I apologize if that was you. If that is you, do me a favor. Email me at angryprepper@gmail.com. All right? Yes, Prep Rebel. Yeah, YouTube. Listen, for some people, guys, this is their livelihood. Like that guy I was talking about, T-Rex said, pinball saw a Negro in his yard. Like, yeah. So Gabby the Cat, email me then. Um, yeah. So I forgot what the fuck I was saying because it's not important. But anyway, um, yeah. The guy that lost his subscribers, guys, 1 million subscribers. That was his livelihood. That was his only means of income. Right, was YouTube, and they shut his shit down. And he was shitting bricks. He was like, "Fuck, man." He was making a few $1,000s a month. And when I mean a few thousand, I'm talking like tens of thousands a month, and that came to an abrupt end. But his channel was deleted for like 5 days or some shit like that. He got it back, but he was panicking. He was panicking. There are a lot of YouTubers, man. This is it. And the problem is, like, for a lot of us guys, starting a website. I mean, like, starting a website, if it's a free website, as long as you have ads on there, I guess if you have ads and you get the traffic through those ads, you can make money through that. I was thinking about starting a free website and just updating it, like, every day or every other week, and doing it that way, just in case this shit's the bet. But coming up with a website where you pay for membership does not make sense now with everything going on. Oh shit, my mother Spark, you emailed me. My mother Spark, please email me again. Gabby the Cat, email me. I promise to get back to you. Catskill, NY Prepper, email me too at angryprepper@gmail.com. Thank you. Start an email list. Start an email list. All right, I can do that. I could definitely do that. I could do you know what? I'll start the page. I mean, how hard is it to keep a page running? They're already starting with the fucking fireworks this year. Yeah, Angry Homestead. I think that was fireworks. I don't think that was a gunshot. The guys are getting, like, they're getting different things fucking each year. They're getting more powerful fireworks each year, so it sounds different. Yeah, so it is what it is. But my dog starts shitting bricks when he hears this shit. He's fucking in the room right now, probably shaking whatever. Gabby the Cat says my channel was taken down 7 times over the past 4 years. Bowstick, I have a channel on Rumble, but it's a junk channel. So I put a lot of bullshit videos on there. I think my regular videos are popping up on Rumble as well. So it's a mishmash. But I want to do a live stream on Rumble. So I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna do a test on Rumble. Probably later this week. I'm gonna do a test live stream on Rumble. So for those that are watching this, I'm gonna announce it on the Angry Prepper channel. I will be doing a live stream on Rumble just to get a feel for it. Grateful Prep NJ says I watch you on Rumble. Right. So what happens is a lot of my videos from YouTube automatically pop up on Rumble. I have it set up that way. So I guess I should start doing live streams on Rumble, but we'll see. I definitely should look at another means of income because YouTube's acting up lately too much. So we shall see. All right, guys. With that, we definitely passed the half-hour mark. I'm gonna go off the air tonight. Now I'm gonna go off the air right now. For those of you that are emailing me tonight, I will look out for your emails. Other than that, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Also, tomorrow morning I'll be on at 10 o'clock with the Wednesday morning midweek report. Sorry, and we'll go from there. Thank you, Lovejoy. Appreciate the comment. Johnny, see you later. And everybody else, thank you for joining me tonight.